Hey, Jay Grams here. We're going to do a showroom tour of showroom number 2 we're in today. We were in here a few weeks ago. A few cars has changed. It's winter time, so they don't change as quickly as they do in the spring and summer. Let's talk about the 73 Trans Am for a minute here. I love this car. It has the modern billet Rally 2 wheels. Still looks like the original, but they're the bigger. It's got aluminum heads and intake. It's got some nice upgrades, 5-speed transmission. So it's still the vintage 73 Trans Am, but some nice upgrades. I love getting in this car and shifting it. Lots of fun. And the Trans Am behind it, completely stock. It's mostly original paint. That's a 455 HO with the 4-speed and honeycomb wheels. So that one is bone stock if you're a purist. '57 Chevy. Got a deposit on that yesterday. All the noise you hear, those are sound clips playing with the movie cars that are along the walls in the building here. This is a nice 57 right here. Clean as a whistle. Just a simple 210, 3 on the tree. But I mean, it is nice. 68 GTO convertible. I sold to this guy back in the 80s. We just bought it back from him. I think there's a deposit on that car as well. I've always been an Oldsmobile and a GTO fan. I've had several Cutlass and 442s. This one here we got from the original owner. It's the 310 horsepower Rocket 350 motor, red and white. And you're about to see something really cool inside here. Again, I bought this from the original owner, but check out what's sitting between the seats. It's a factory 4-speed Cutlass convertible, 8-track player, rally gauges in the dash. And that's how it was born. That's a rare, special car. Speaking of rare and special, an L78 El Camino. It's a 396, 375 horsepower. Also a 4-speed sitting in there. And this has the original, I think, invoice or build sheet. This is a real car, number match. That's rare. Someone wanted a big motor. I don't know, they're hauling moonshine or what, but they wanted to get somewhere fast. And another L78, 396, 375 horsepower. And also documented. This was a Canadian car, and they kept records in Canada. You can pay the $50 and they'll send you the original sheet. So there's no question about it. That's an original L78 car. Now here's some fresh inventory. This one it's not even been videoed yet. This is a 69 Pro Touring Camaro, LS engine, supercharged, all custom suspension, a lot of carbon fiber parts, the spoiler, the halo lights. This is a high-end custom build. Can't wait to do the video on that one. That'll be real soon. I'm actually trying to find out some more specs on the car before we do it. I think this GTO has a hold on it. And actually, right behind us is the 65 Buick Grand Sport. I did the video on this one yesterday. Just a nice, clean car. Power steering, power brakes. That has the 401 nail head in it. 445 pounds of torque out of that Buick engine. They said they wanted to make goat soup. They're teasing the GTO. And you compare this to the 65 GTO, it's a very affordable muscle car. You don't see very many of them. Another high-end build right here, 56 Chevy, 572 ZZ crate motor with a big blower on it, fuel injected, custom chassis. Here's a nice cruiser. Just a nice Chevelle. It's not badged as an SS. It's just a nice Malibu 327. Good looking car, bucket seats, console, tissue dispenser. Just a nice Chevelle to go driving around in. They put an overdrive trans in it, power steering, power brakes. Oh, a lovely cruiser. 64 Fairlane, just a clean Mississippi car. They went ahead and threw four-wheel disc brakes on it. I think it has rack and pinion steering, vintage air, some custom wheels. So a nice original car with some cool upgrades. Classic red and white 55 Chevy, loaded up with options. We got a couple Chevelles here, 70 LS6, a 68 with a 396. This Nova just sold. I think it's getting paid for in full today. Boy, that paint is slick. This Camaro's a new arrival. We just did the video walk around. Someone hit the buy it now button on that one last night. So that may be going to a new home real soon. We just got the car. The good ones don't last. That's a 396 4-speed, a sleeper. Another really nice example of a 70 Cutlass convertible. Beautiful green. I'm not a big fan of green, but this shade of green is awesome, especially with the SS1 wheels. Rocket motor, air conditioned. It's got the bench seat with the armrest. You want to sit by your sweetie, you fold the armrest up. You don't want to sit by your sweetie, you put it down. Joe Perry, the guitar player of Aerosmith, bought a 442 from us years ago, and he wanted the bench seat so he could sit next to his wife. Many years later, I sold a car to the guy who drove his tour bus, and he says that Joe still owns the 442. It's kept in the same building that they kept the tour bus in. Another Camaro, it's a 68, 327. Yeah, this one's body off frame restored, 4-speed, air conditioned, red on red, resale red. Some big old wheels on there, looking good. 69 GTO, nut and bolt restored, body off frame, signature color. They call this carousel red, even though it's orange. They call it red, pearl white interior. Don't forget, we have our Sunday test drive compilation video. Sunday, about 4 o'clock, we put out a video, compilation of all the test drives that we did that week. GTO's got a real neat history. You have to read up on it on our website, but a California car, low miles. The editor of a magazine bought it and restored it, documented it in the magazine articles. This, one of those sweethearts. It's just such a nice car. It just purrs, it's just smooth, it's clean, it's straight. Great car. Our cars are exceptional. You look online and they all look great. But these really are a step above most of what you see. Like, this is body off the frame. You can lick the bottom side. It's so clean. This is the Ventura bubble top. And this is a factory 4-speed with the 389 high-performance tri-power motor. That is one of the early muscle cars. Riding in style on some 8-lug wheels. We talked about this Survivor last time we walked through the showroom. That's an all-original car with the snakeskin top, and it still has the plastic seat covers on it. Just like the car Al Bundy drove and married with children. Now check out this 55 Nomad. The waffle print seats. This thing looks all stock. Beautiful. High-end car, big chrome wheels. Other than that, you wouldn't know it's custom at all, but under the hood, it is a Crate 350. It's got vintage air, power steering, power disc brakes. Do you want a nice vintage ride? With the modern upgrades, there you go. And here's a 57 Ford. You always hear 57 Chevy. You don't hear about the Fords. Here's a beautiful example. Great colors, dual spotlights. Sporting some really cool hubcaps and the big wide white wall tires. So that is showroom 2. Join us every week. We'll be in showroom 3 next week. We'll just keep making our rounds and giving you the tour. Thanks for watching.